Beautiful seekers, this is Clarity 1129. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. I have a general reading for you today, a collective reading, and this is because today, as I'm posting this and as you're watching it, hopefully, it is full moon in Aries, and this is a very powerful full moon. All full moons do have heightened energies, heightened emotions, but this one being in Aries is actually a very volatile kind of a full moon. All right, nothing to be worried about. In fact, it is a very beautiful time to reflect upon the last 6 months, and most importantly, for your health. You know, if you actually can take a look at your physical, mental health during this time, reach conclusions from things that haven't served you, and what you can change for the future, and then develop some sort of routine and actually pray to the moon at this time, it can be very beneficial. All right. Now we are going to pull out 6 cards from tarot, and I'm going to use a set of questions which is actually from Biddy Tarot, from where I've learned tarot, and they are what have you brought into life in the past 6 months leading up to this full moon? Where do you need to show up with courage? How can you release stress and tension from your body? What does your inner warrior want you to know right now? And where do you need to be more selfish in your life? And what do you need to release in order to dare greatly? So there is, if something is holding you back from taking action, so what is that you can release that is keeping you stuck? So these are the 6 questions for which we're going to pull tarot for you, and then we'll pull out advice cards from the Moonology deck as well as the secret language of color. All right, so let's get started. I feel I'm being very hurried, and I am, because I have got about 45 minutes to film this video, and I would like to do that, for you. I should have woken up to this reading before, but due to so many circumstances, it was not possible. So let's begin. All right, my dear seekers, what have you brought into life in these last 6 months? So where have you been pouring in your energy? Now, you're a whole lot of you are going to be watching this, and for each of you, there's going to be different, but you can, relate to it. If it calls to you, it's for you. So we get 1 here. Where do you need to show up with courage? How can you release stress and tension from your body? What does your inner warrior want you to know? Where do you need to be more selfish? And last but not the least, what do you need to release in order to be able to dare greatly? All right, and bottom of the deck energy, you get the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And for this, I feel that, with this full moon in Aries, I feel you couldn't get things moving fast enough. You really want to move ahead quickly. You want to get things done, but things have possibly not been so fast for you in the past 6 months. Maybe there have been a lot of obstacles on your way. Let's see. So what have you brought to life in the past 6 months? And you get the 3 of Wands. See, this is the Knight of Pentacles is a very slow moving card. Beneath that, again, you've got it in reverse. And then you have this 4 of Swords, which is again taking some time to yourself and resting for a bit. That is also in reverse. And 3 of Wands is something is also the card of waiting for your ships to come in, and that's also in reverse. So I feel in the past 6 months, one thing is that you have been really working. You've not been waiting for anyone. You've not been going slow. You've actually been putting in energy. Whether or not you're seeing results, or you've just been working, is the energy that I get. So whichever area it is in your life, you've not been taking a back seat. You've not been resting. You've not been going slow. You've just tried to keep moving fast. All right, so this is the energy I've been getting. So maybe for a lot of you coming to this reading, you may actually be needing to rest It's almost that 9 of wands, 10 of wands energy, wherein you're overburdened and you really need some rest. All right, where do you need to show up with courage? And you get the King of Swords, which is beautiful energy. So I feel for some of you it could be as basic as communicating uh, in front of a large audience. So maybe you want to be a public speaker, you want to have your own channel, you want to speak out to a larger crowd, you want your voice to be heard because you have a lot to share, but maybe you have stage fright. That's something. Because the King of Swords is someone who sees everything clearly, is extremely intellectual, is quite a visionary, and they communicate because swords is all about thoughts, ideas, communications, and everything related to that. And this is where you need to show up with courage. So this is what I feel, that if you are worried about how you will be received or whether you will fumble in public or what's going to happen, there are so many places wherein you can actually go and enroll yourself in a course which they give you tips on how to not get fixated onto the audience, and so that you can actually bring out what you have within you. All right, you can begin with even writing something down and starting a blog maybe, and then as you get more and more confident, slowly start recording, make little videos for you to see before posting it out. Don't put the pressure of posting it out there first. See it for yourself, and when you start getting comfortable slowly, then you can post it out there. But this is where you need to show courage, because I feel you have something brilliant to offer the world. So don't hold yourself back. All right, how can you release stress and tension from your body? You get the Empress. Beautiful. So one is to know that you've got this, and irrespective of your gender, if you're watching this reading, you release stress and tension in your body by one, knowing that you've got everything going for you perfectly. You're exactly where you want to be, where you need to be, and you may not see it, it may not look like that to you, but you are the Empress, so own it. And secondly, please ground your energy. The Empress is Taurus energy, Libra energy, and that's Taurus energy is very grounded, and that's what I get with this particular depiction here, that you need to ground your energy. All right, so if you're here and you're wondering, if you're very stressed, go out in nature, spend some time in nature, walk bare feet on the ground, soak in some sun, let all the 5 elements, engage with them, because we are made of those 5 classic elements, whether it's the ethers, the sky, or air, or fire, or the earth in itself, and water. This is beautiful. In fact, if you can walk early morning when the grass is wet, there's dew on the grass, it's very beneficial for you to ground your energies. Otherwise, if you are in an apartment wherein you really can't get to go out and walk, then at least if you can't go outside because of your routine, then you know keep a potted plant or play with your pets. Ground your energy. Don't be in your head, and then you'll find your stress and tension leaves you. All right. I would have said meditation, but in this case, it's all about grounding for you. All right. So here, this is the card. What does your inner warrior want you to know right now? Ace of Swords. When this card comes in a reading, I always say you can believe this reading, because the Ace of Swords is nothing but the whole truth, all right? And your inner warrior wants you to know that stay with the truth. Don't fool yourself, don't fool anyone else. And when you are communicating, be very authentic. That is the first way of, getting over any fear that you have, is to show up in an authentic way. And your inner warrior tells you that you've got this, you know it. So be authentic and communicate, and nothing's going to go wrong. You are just where you're meant to be, and what you have to offer is brilliant. All right. Where do you need to be more selfish in your life? And you get the Eight of Wands in reverse. And again, this Eight of Wands is again about forward movement and wanting to rush into something. And that's why all those rest cards are in reverse. And so right now you get an action card in reverse, all right? And where you need to be more selfish is you need to take some time out for yourself, to take things at your own pace. Don't be in a rush. Time doesn't work the way we see it. All right, there's enough time for you. You are not the kind of person who's complacent. I can see with all these cards, you just want to run. It's not that you're going to be extremely laid back and do nothing. You've got your eye on the prize, but rest is very important. All right, it gives you time to consolidate your ideas, how you're going to put it forward. So that's very important for you. All right, and that this is where you, and if you feel that attending to everyone's problems, answering all those messages, this is what I'm getting very strongly with 8 of Wands in reverse, is that you are so action oriented possibly, or you're the kind of person who doesn't like to, if a message comes, you have to pick it up and reply immediately, even if it's your resting time. And if it's time for you to detach from everything, you don't keep anyone waiting. You want to reply, and you being told to just let it be. Take some time out for yourself, away from all the chaos and all the taking care of a million things. When you have to rest, you need to rest. You can't run away from it. You'll reach burnout. I've been getting very clear indications of that in the past 6 months, that you've been working a lot. And if you do resonate with this, you do need to rest. All right? And this is where you need to be selfish, that everyone can wait for a bit. Now is my time to rest. I've really, really worked hard and I need to recharge my batteries. What do you need to release right now in order to be able to dare greatly in the future? And you get Page of Swords. Yes, absolutely. You are this King of Swords energy. This is who you are. All right, with this and this, the King of Swords and the Empress, you've got it all. You're very attractive at this time. Whatever you want will come and straight fall into your lap. And you have done the work. You've learned a lot. You have a lot of learning. Never stops, but you have accumulated enough knowledge and wisdom to be able to disseminate it to a larger audience. All right, but you see yourself as the Page of Swords, and this is what you need to release. You still feel that no, I have not got this right. I don't have sufficient knowledge about this. I need something more before I put myself out there. And you are being told to release this energy. You have a lot to offer, and it's not as though anyone on this planet has a knowledge of everything. Nobody does. But when you have sufficient amount of knowledge, maybe you have knowledge enough for one video to come out, one lecture to be given, one something. Do that one thing. Thereafter, you can learn some more. But to keep honing what you have is just fear. And this is what you need to release to be able to dare and go out and show yourself to the world. All right? This is very, very important for you if you're watching this. All right, so let's take advice cards for you. What advice for the collective that's coming here for this full moon in Aries reading, Spirit? You get your commitment is being tested. Yes, you have done the work. Now, how do you show that you're committed to this, that you actually want to say it, is to actually go out there and act. Go and put yourself out there. Bottom deck energy. Surrender to the divine. I love this. This is full moon energy. I absolutely love this, because this is telling you that you are ready for this. You are very attractive. You are meant to do this. Be your authentic self and go and put yourself out there. This is what you want to do. This is what you've been spending last 6 months, perhaps even more than that, planning and doing things so that you can bring this out. So why hold yourself back? Release this energy. Surrender to the divine. Things will work out perfectly for you if you believe. So just do your thing and just let the people see. Ooh, these 2 cards wanted to come out, though I haven't set an intention. Let me see. I'll take a look at the end. Because usually cards don't land like that, so I'd like to take a look at that. You get pink, let love in. And you get auburn, ground yourself there. That's come again. I'm going to keep it with this Empress here, because this is exactly what you need to do. all right, to ground your energy. I love it when this added confirmation comes in a reading. You get calm your mind, body, and soul. Absolutely. And I feel this is, that same thing about how you can release stress is to calm your mind, body, and soul, is to ground your energies. All right. So I'm keeping it there and connect to the divine. Here, we'll put that here with surrender to the divine. Did you see the synchronicities in your reading? I love this for you. Now for numbers, you have 2, you have 7, you have 3, and you have 4. So 2, 3, 4. All right. This 11 adds to a 2 because this is wonderful. There is going to be expansion in whatever it is that you do. This is a beautiful time. And with this let love in, I feel that pour in not just practical things into what you're doing. You've got all the knowledge that you need. You are very attractive at this time. Stick to your authentic self. And you are ready to put yourself out there. Ground your energy if you have undue stress. And most importantly, ask yourself, why is it that you want to do this? What is it that's pulling you to do this? If this is something you're passionate about, let your love be seen. Don't make it too practical, too correct, too, perfect in every sense. Pour in your love. Let it be imperfect. It's okay. This is what you have gathered from your life experience. This is what you have processed, you have analyzed, and now you're putting it out there. This is authentic you. So just put it out there, pour in your love into it, loving energy into it, and don't be hard on yourself and let it go out there, all right? You are just where you need to be, and this is going to be brilliant. You have my word, all right? So that is all I have for you. I hope this reading resonated. This is a very powerful time for you to, sit with this energy and learn lessons from the past 6 months so that, what serves you, what doesn't serve you, let go of what doesn't serve you. And it's time for you to get ready to take action so that I think around 31st or 1st, around Halloween and Diwali, this is the time wherein you can actually set intentions for the next 6 months. So right now it's very, very important for you to know that you have been putting in effort for this and this thing is ready. It is now complete. All right. So whenever you feel called to, just put it out there. You are absolutely ready for this. That is all I have for you. Sending you so much love and light. Bye bye.